Y'all, Joe Rogan did not come to play. This man just lit a match and threw it straight into Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively's picture-perfect Hollywood image. And let's be real, when Joe starts talking, the internet listens. But this time, he didn't just throw shade. He pulled the curtain all the way back, put these two on blast, and it might just cost Ryan everything, including Deadpool. Yes, you heard that right. The future of Deadpool is hanging by a thread because Joe Rogan just dragged Ryan and Blake in a way that's got everybody doing double takes. This is no regular celebrity gossip. This is reputation-ruining, career-ending smoke, and it all played out live on the Joe Rogan Experience. Joe made it crystal clear. He's riding with Justin Baldoni in this explosive legal war, and he didn't sugarcoat a thing. What he said about Ryan and Blake, let's just say it was scathing.
Bro, Blake Lively, talk about ruin your reputation, and Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, Ryan's trying to get out of it now. He's trying to get out of the lawsuit, and they're like, you are a key part of this.
This is what you get, though. This is what you get. You're trying to ruin a guy's livelihood by using the Me Too movement.
Because they were trying to take over the movie.
Yeah.
They were trying to take over the movie and the whole franchise. He owned the franchise. The whole thing's crazy. And he's suing the New York Times, and he's got a great case there,
He's going hard
too.
in the paint. But that's what it takes.
That's what it takes.
It's like Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
He's like, all right.
Yeah.
He did it for the boys.
Exactly. You got to do it.
You need real to be like, nah, man, I ain't going out like this.
Let's start with the basics. Joe flat out said that Blake and Ryan messed up bad. Suing Justin Baldoni, that in his words was a career suicide mission. According to Rogan, they didn't just look petty, they destroyed their reputation in the process. And you know what? People agreed. Fast. Rogan praised Justin for standing firm against two of the biggest Hollywood names, calling it brave, because most folks in the industry wouldn't dare cross Ryan Reynolds, let alone Blake. But Justin, he posted screenshots, audio files, even an entire website breaking down the drama in full, and Joe Rogan had every receipt in hand. One of those texts, it directly contradicts Blake's claims that Justin barged into her trailer uninvited. Like, seriously? She's claiming one thing and the texts are telling a whole other story. And Ryan? Oh, he's trying to tiptoe away from the chaos, pretending like he had nothing to do with it, but Joe wasn't buying it. Rogan said it's too late. Ryan is in deep. Then Joe dropped the real bomb. He claimed the lawsuit wasn't about safety or boundaries. It was a straight-up power grab. According to him, Ryan and Blake allegedly tried to snatch control of the movie and Justin's franchise. And how did they plan to do it? By playing into the Me Too narrative and flipping the script in their favor. Sound familiar? Joe even compared this whole thing to Johnny Depp's court battle, painting Justin as the guy fighting false allegations to save his name. And y'all, with the trial set for March 2026, this is just the beginning. But Joe didn't stop there. Nope. He cracked open a whole other layer of Hollywood mess, this time dragging Marvel into it. According to him, there's shady business behind how Marvel roles get handed out. Spoiler, it's not about talent, it's about connections. He hinted that certain A-listers, Ryan and Blake, have been pulling strings behind the scenes to grab Marvel roles without so much as an audition, like it's VIP bottle service at a Vegas club. And while Joe didn't drop their names outright, fans connected the dots faster than you could say Deadpool 3. Word on the street, Blake's been pushing hard for a Marvel role, making calls, twisting arms, and leaning on Ryan's weight in the MCU. And let's not forget, Ryan isn't just in Deadpool, he's producing it. That gives him serious pull behind the scenes. And Marvel execs, reportedly they weren't vibing with the pressure Blake's team was putting on them. Now with Joe screaming all of this into a mic, Ryan's team is scrambling behind the scenes trying to do damage control. Sources say Ryan even reached out to Joe privately, basically begging him not to air out more dirt. Which begs the question, if it's just gossip, why are they freaking out? Joe Rogan doesn't fold under Hollywood pressure, that's his whole thing. No PR spin, no backpedaling, no carefully worded statements, just silence. And that silence, it was loud.
What if she just turned positive? Just now. Positive for pregnancy.
I just disagree that.
What if it just happened today?
You can like draw a line on when.
You can't.
Like, once life is begun, I don't think you draw
at the very
lines.
moment.
The second people thought Ryan might be worried about what Joe said, the internet exploded. Suddenly fans were analyzing Blake's push into the MCU, digging up whispers about shady backdoor deals, and questioning just how far Ryan's influence reached. And the irony? If Ryan had just ignored it, maybe it would have fizzled out like any other rumor, but he flinched. And in Hollywood, that flinch means something. Now, the image Ryan and Blake spent years crafting, perfect, unbothered, untouchable, it's cracking. Then came the real jaw-dropper, a clip of Rogan calling Ryan a predator. Joking or not, that word carries serious weight. Suddenly, fans were combing through old interviews, finding every cringy moment, every off-color joke. The narrative shifted from Marvel manipulation to full-blown character assassination.
You guys are supposed to be at the show.
Then Blake showed up to the A Simple Favor sequel premiere, alone. Now, normally that's no big deal, but this time, the vibe was off. The energy was cold. Fans noticed. And the biggest red flag? Ryan didn't show. Some people defended it like, it's not his movie, who cares? But come on, in Hollywood, couples support each other's premieres all the time. His absence was loud. But wait, it gets messier. A protester showed up, right outside the red carpet, holding a sign that said, "Justice for Justin Baldoni." That's not just messy, that's explosive. Blake's PR team has been desperately trying to bury that story, and now it's on full display at her big premiere. Hollywood doesn't forget that kind of thing. Now let's talk about Marvel. Insiders are whispering that the big bosses are not happy. Marvel survives on a clean, family-friendly image. And this drama, it's a problem. If it keeps escalating, don't be surprised if Marvel starts quietly backing away from Ryan. Yes, even Ryan Reynolds isn't immune. And Blake? Her fall from grace is hitting harder. Luxury brands? Pulling back. Fashion elites who once worshipped her? Radio silence. That's the quiet Hollywood cancellation. The one where no one announces it, but your invites stop coming and your phone stops ringing.
How's it going?
Great. Why? What have you heard?
Ryan and Blake are now on full defense mode. The whispers about the Marvel scam aren't fading. They're growing. And instead of ignoring the noise, their teams went into panic mode. Blake, who's known for being super active online, went completely silent. No tweets, no posts, not even a cute interview. And when someone like Blake goes quiet, that's strategy, that's fear. Meanwhile, Ryan's still out there, but the vibes are off. Promoting his businesses, smiling through gritted teeth, but the charm, gone. Fans are noticing. His usual sparkle feels forced. His jokes aren't landing. It's all performative. Even the blogs that used to fawn over their perfect couple status, quiet. Blake's team tried pushing fluffy stories about her being a great mom and staying strong through adversity, but it flopped. Hard. It all seemed desperate. In Hollywood, when you lose control of the narrative, it's game over. The story isn't theirs anymore. It belongs to the public, the press, and their fellow celebrities. And those celebrities are watching, waiting, and once that cold shoulder hits, it hits hard. The Marvel drama, it was just the beginning. Once Joe Rogan's comments went viral, the entire industry started piecing things together. Old receipts resurfaced. Fans were on a mission. And here's the real kicker. Even if nothing illegal happened, it doesn't matter. Because in Hollywood, perception is everything. People don't care about court rulings. They care about what they believe. And right now, a growing number of people believe Ryan and Blake have been playing some dirty behind-the-scenes power games. And now it's blowing up in their faces. And let's not forget, Ryan actually responded, and that says it all. This is the same guy who built a career on charm and silence. But this time, silence wasn't enough. Not with Joe Rogan throwing gasoline on the fire. In the court of public opinion, doubt is the kiss of death. And right now, Ryan's image, his empire, is under siege. Did y'all see that energy at the red carpet premiere? Blake's co-stars were keeping their distance like she had a virus. No warm hugs, no girl you look amazing, just cold smiles and awkward avoidance. This isn't just bad PR, this is Hollywood's version of Exile, and let's be real, Blake's career has always leaned more on her image than her acting chops. No shade, but she's not out here snagging Oscars. She built a brand on being the effortlessly relatable fashion queen, the girl next door with elite style and a quirky edge. But when that image starts to crumble, what's left? Silence. And that silence? It's what's killing her right now. Now let's get into this messy PR war. Because y'all, it turns out Blake may have been the one to start this mess. Word is, she kicked off the smear campaign against Justin Baldoni strategically through her PR team. Not random online trolls, not anonymous leakers, her own people. And guess what? It backfired. Bad. Instead of damaging Justin's reputation, she's the one facing the fallout. And this isn't some short-lived scandal that'll blow over in 2 weeks. This is that slow, painful, irreversible fade. The kind where invites stop coming, stylists stop calling, and slowly but surely, the industry moves on without you. Hollywood doesn't care about who's right or wrong. They care about who still holds power. And right now, Ryan and Blake are losing their grip. Sure, they're still smiling on camera, but behind the scenes, that power's slipping fast. Because in this town, it's not about ticket sales or Instagram followers. It's about influence, the kind that makes problems disappear, the kind that lets you rewrite the narrative. And if that's gone, so is your future. But wait, it gets even messier. The legal battle between Blake and Justin isn't over, not even close. And what dropped last week? Whew, it turned this saga into a whole new level of chaotic. Court documents, conspiracy theories, wild accusations, it's a whole circus now. And here's the theory that's really got people talking. What if Justin's team is giving Blake an out? Sounds insane, right? But hear this. Some folks believe that Justin's camp is intentionally redirecting the blame, hinting that maybe Blake was misled by her own PR company. And that's where it gets spicy, because if Blake issues a huge public apology, admits she got it wrong, and throws her PR people under the bus, she could technically save face. Justin gets vindicated, Blake gets a second chance, and the PR firm becomes the villain. Wild? Yes, but strangely, plausible. Now let's talk about that PR firm. Enter Stephanie Jones. Y'all, this woman is wild. According to Jen Ale, who's backing Justin, Stephanie was doing the most, like next level chaos. And we're not talking messy emails, we're talking psychics. Yes, psychics. According to court filings, Stephanie allegedly had a psychic on staff, someone who would predict things about her employees. You cannot make this stuff up, but it gets worse. Jen's team claims Stephanie took confidential info from employee phones and gave it to Blake. That leak might have sparked the entire chain reaction that led to the lawsuit, and the drama doesn't stop there. Apparently, Stephanie convinced Blake that Justin was leading a smear campaign against her. Whether that was true or not, that belief may have pushed Blake into launching this legal war in the first place. Now, more details about Stephanie are coming out, and y'all, it's dark. She allegedly went from respected PR genius to full-blown nightmare, accusing her staff of being disloyal, throwing tantrums, playing twisted psychological games. She even accused Jen of being an alcoholic and a gambling addict, with zero proof. And the icing on the insane cake? Stephanie told everyone, based on her psychic's vision, that Jen's employee Abel was about to be pregnant with twins. Like, what? Imagine your boss announcing your personal business based on a psychic's vibes. That's Netflix docuseries level drama right there. Oh, and it doesn't end. Stephanie apparently had fake social media accounts she used to stalk and troll ex-employees and journalists. People are saying she planted stories in the press just to get revenge on old clients. If that's true, she's not just messy, she's dangerous. And here's what fans are saying now. Maybe Stephanie was the real villain in all of this. Maybe she orchestrated the chaos, she leaked the texts, she planted doubt in Blake's mind, she spun the narrative that turned Blake against Justin. And if that's true, Blake might just be a pawn in this game. Could she actually clear her name? Could she take the stand, throw Stephanie under the bus, and walk away with her image still intact? That's what everyone's wondering right now. The judge hasn't ruled yet. The next court date is still ahead. But this story, it's nowhere near over, and the industry is watching every move. Will Blake Lively make a comeback, or will she be remembered as the A-lister who fell from grace after trying to take down the wrong man? Will Ryan Reynolds salvage his Deadpool crown, or is Marvel already lining up the next guy? One thing's clear, Joe Rogan flipped the script, and now Ryan and Blake are running out of time, options, and influence. So tell us, do you think Blake is a victim of bad PR and shady Hollywood manipulation? Or is she just as guilty as she seems? Because one way or another, this isn't just a scandal. It's the beginning of the end for Hollywood's most perfect couple. Perfect couple.